All right, ladies and gentlemen. I should probably say gentlemen. There might be the old lady here and they're watching, but it's probably more gentlemen. The topic of today's video is not going to be my new background, although it's quite nice to have a background now for the occasional video here and there. But it's rather about okay, that's fine. But it's rather about the fact that it is impossible to stay in a place where you are uncomfortable. I know we all want to get rich. I know we all want to become famous. I know. We all want to do this cool, exciting stuff that we dreamt of when we were kids, and that Hollywood also puts on a pedestal, as you might say. But the reality is obviously just a small percentage of the population is going to achieve that, not because they cannot do it in it of itself, but rather because they're not placed right in the right angle. Okay, that's fine now. But rather because they just don't want to. If you actually want to be successful, if you actually want to be rich, if you actually want to get somewhere in your life, no matter which area, if it's fitness, if it's business, if it's in your relationships, I truly believe you will achieve it. Unless there is some 1% chance of some occasional psychological thing that hinders you, or maybe even a physical thing that hinders you to actually get there. 99% of people, now this might be just a belief, obviously, I'm not God, although who knows. But okay, I really try to be humble in these videos, but I fail every fucking time. But let's get to the point. If you actually want to achieve something, you can. Now, are you going to be a basketball player if you're not 6'5"? I'm not 6'5". Maybe, but it's not likely. Now, I'm not saying be delusional. And to some extent, I do say be delusional. It's a bit more complicated. However, the equation to the whole thing is, first of all, you have to look at your cards you've been dealt with. You're dealt with. And then you have to understand that even though they might seem as if they are not perfect, you still have a chance. Because consistency beats the shit out of people. If you are stupid, if you are not talented, if you are degenerate, if you are just every negative thing you can imagine in this world, but you are consistent, you're probably gonna win. And it's just because you increase the luck surface area. And I see myself as lucky, but that's just the way I frame myself. A lot of people who went through my life would probably say they were unlucky, but I see myself every time as lucky, and I basically speak my beliefs into reality. Now, why is it so important to be consistent? The reason why it is so important to be consistent is because life's most precious games are not finite games. If you think about business, if you think about relationships, if you think about health, these games, which are probably the most important games we could argue are infinite games. If you continue to stay in business, if you continue to improve, and if you do not give up, you're probably going to be successful or you're going to die. Now, these are the two outcomes you can achieve. And I'm not saying that if you are at 60 years old still not successful, that you should continue to do what you've been doing before. But I believe that if you've been trying for the last 30 to 40 years, and even the most unlucky things have happened to you and you haven't learned, and your learning rate is that slow, and I don't know, your leg got amputated and anything, everything, you might want to change, or you might just want to stick it out for one more day and win. Because in the end, what is even reality? Now, I don't want to get too philosophical, as I said already in the last videos, but what is even real? Like, what is real? People are so stuck in their belief systems that they adopted when they were in kindergarten, or when they were in fucking middle school and something happened to them, and now they believe they can't do X, and now they believe that they are meant to be this and that, and it's just ridiculous. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm an ordinary person. I'm not. It wouldn't be fair, and that wouldn't be, no matter how humble I try to be, that wouldn't be reality. I'm not gonna pretend I'm something I'm not. I'm not gonna say I'm not particularly not smart, I'm not particularly eloquent in what I do or in what I try to do and improve, because it wouldn't be fair. But maybe it's just how I trained myself to believe over the last few years and maybe decades. Maybe. Or maybe I was just born like this. Who knows? I'm just here. And you are not. And my attempt is to see the 18, 17 or 16-year-old version of myself into the eyes and tell them that you can get there faster by eliminating self-doubt. Because if you actually want it, if you actually want to do anything in your life, and you are willing to look stupid, to have no shame, to get out there and fail relentlessly and stand up, you're going to get there. Now, most people won't get there at all. Some might get there too late. Some might get there not at all, because they are just afraid, and the embarrassment thing is just too much. Like me sitting here and recording this video, if I would have thought about this like 3, 4, 5 years ago, I would have just no, I can't do that. Why can't you? Maybe I'm too I don't know, maybe I don't find the right words, maybe I'm too I don't care anymore. I truly don't care. Why? Because I realized people are dumb. They're just dumb. So I don't give a fuck. I truly don't give a fuck anymore. And it is obviously transformation everybody goes through or not, but the reality is, if you're 16, 17, 18 years old and you are very the type of I'm gonna put it straight. If you're the type of person who's smart, if you're the type of person who maybe seems like a nerd at school, because I wouldn't say I was a nerd, I was particularly I'd crush sports also, but I was a little bit fat when I was like 13, 14, 15, something like that, and then I also transformated or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're the type of person who was like me, very maybe, even though he was in a niche domain or whatever, particularly successful, still shy, doing new things, just do it, bro. Like, just do it. Have no shame, because funny or not, you're going to get there faster than the people who look stupid even more when they are starting up, because you're smart and you can learn and you can adapt. And the only thing that hinders you, and the only thing that hindered me, and I'm getting very serious about that, because I truly believe this was one of the reasons why I could be somewhere else now if I just let go of that sooner. And that is, although I might always seem a bit I wouldn't say narcissistic, but like, you have to drop your ego. Drop your ego for yourself. Don't do it for others. Still be proud, still feel proud, and still go out there in the world with your neck up straight. But you're gonna fail, you're gonna fumble, and you're going to have to accept that. But that's the only way you're going to achieve what you can. I know guys who were in high school, in middle school even, who were dickheads, like genuinely dickheads. Like, if you saw them, you would be like, what the fuck? But Do you know what stupid people sometimes have that separates them from everybody? Irrational belief. They are so stupid that they cannot comprehend the fact or the possibility of failing. They are so, I'm gonna say it again, they are so stupid that they cannot calculate their way into maybe failing. And when they fail, they forget it like that and do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. And I was never like that, and I'm still not like that. But that's a good thing, because I flipped the other switch in my mind, which hindered me before, which was, oh, what if I fail? Or what if they laugh at me? Oh, it's shameful. Oh, this and that. And why? Because they're dickheads. They had the advantage maybe that they didn't really understand reality or fathom reality or couldn't look into the future, which was a positive thing at that time. But they also have to learn still. They have to back up in other areas where I didn't have to back up. But I had to back up in other areas, which is the ego part and the whole shame thing, where they didn't have to back up. And here we are. Like, I don't go through life. Like, I think it was about a year ago where I got, a year or 2 years ago, where I got my first, what would you say, like probably like 2 to 3 years ago, probably like more like 3 years ago, when I got my first experience into the corporate world and I actually realized how people make money. And I was looking at those 50, 60-year-old guys and I was like, it's just like school. Like, it is just like school. Even the medical doctors, they go to a conference, and there is one guy who gets it, who presents everything, and every other person, yeah. I assure you, look at the friends around you. Look even at the friends who did good in school. Look at the guys who made it or who were popular in school. Look at them, where they went to, which path they chose. And even, as I said, even look at the guys who are the smartest of their class. What they do in their, I don't know, university time, or where they end up with. Or even the guys who just relentlessly hustled and were stupid, completely stupid, and went maybe to a good medical school. But you were like, Jesus fucking Christ, if that guy operates on my brain, I'm cooked. And just understand that you, if you truly want to change yourself, you can. As I said in the first second of the video, you cannot be in a place where you are not comfortable. Because the reality is, if you are truly uncomfortable, you're going to change. You're going to change. And you got like, what, 50 years ahead of you if you're a young guy? Like, just do it, man. Like, I don't know, it takes time. It takes time. Me starting this YouTube channel was not with the intention of, and I knew this, like this was the reason why I didn't start this, because I knew that if I start this, then I'm going to have to stick it out and I'm going to do a lot more videos and it's going to be more painful. But sorry, did I just apologize to you? Just fuck. The reason why I didn't start that, because I knew the first year of me even, or the first second year, the first 2 years of me just starting this out, especially because I'm not a native English speaker, I could have just started this in German and I would have probably just, I don't know, maybe captivated more people even now. But the reality, I want to do this in English. And the reason for that is because I knew that the first maybe 100 videos or so are just going to be probably me finding my voice and actually, not like in school where you had to do presentations, but now actually improve your speaking skills on your own and do the failure thing and just fail and iterate and fail and iterate until you get to a point where you actually can captivate an audience. So I saw always that there was change. I saw it all the time. And I hope the light is okay. Who gives a fuck? We're gonna change it next time. I just always saw the change and it was very incremental until I got probably like a year ago or a couple of months ago where a lot of things happened. I thought there was someone. Until I basically got to the point where I could see the change and was like, okay, There is some change. I see it. Although it was very incremental in the beginning, I saw the change after all. Because I knew that if I stick this out for long enough, it's going to hit. So, coming back to my point, I'm going to wrap this up because it's already 15 minutes long, and I saw on the duration stand thing that people don't even watch it more like than 3-4 minutes. So what's the point of even speaking longer than that? And if I can't captivate you now, still, I'm going to find a way. Yeah, it's just like you will not exist in a place where you are really uncomfortable if you are truly really uncomfortable. And if you think that you are uncomfortable and you exist in that place, probably you're not. You're not uncomfortable. Everything's decent and you're just pretending. You're fine with it. Like maybe in a couple of years there's going to change. There's going to be some external thing that changes, and then maybe you're going to be actually uncomfortable to change something. But until then, you're just gonna stay there. And yeah, there was a point in my life where I was just like, no, I don't know. This is boring. Like, what am I gonna do for the next 40, 50 years? I need to do something. Like, I used to play a lot of video games, and I think that basically trapped my dopamine circuit, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm achieving something, right? I'm winning. But yeah, that's the topic of this video. I wish you all a good, right, today is Halloween. Oh, you're not uncomfortable. If you're the type of guy who is a grown, full man, even if you're a teenager, bruv, if you are the type of guy who dresses up in Halloween and goes out there and goes to party and yay, like, you know, I'm not going to be politically correct, and I don't care. But like, come on, who are you kidding? Just stick it out. Just live your normal life. Enjoy your Halloween. Do your thing. But at least don't pretend. At least don't pretend as if you actually want to change. Because you don't. And now I'm going to find a good thumbnail. I think Hormozy looks all the time into the camera like this. So I'm going to look into the camera now. I think this is enough. That's enough. So, wish you a good Halloween. Bye.